bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. Events in commemorating independence to take a new turn as a local pastor is organizing a special service in honor of the country's 40th birthday. Pastor Ricardo Davis says he was inspired by a higher power to put on the service of Thanksgiving as the church has a major role in pushing the country forward. The service is planned for Saturday morning at 10:30 a.m. The religious leader says leaders from every area of society have been invited to participate. Velma Smith is endorsing the event.
As we embark on celebrating our 40th year of independence as an independent nation, the Lord has impressed upon my heart to address the nation from a spiritual and social standpoint of view, moving forward, because we know 40 years is a generation. That is a generation, and where do we go from here? What are some of the solutions that we can put forward?
Now, once again, the service is planned for Saturday morning at 10:30 a.m. Velma Smith is endorsing this event.
Now facing a lot of issues, crime, other social issues, financial troubles, and et cetera, et cetera. And so we are going to address certain things, like I said, from a spiritual standpoint of view, moving forward.
The crisis that the nation is going through, I feel like that the entire Bahamas needs to hear from the Lord, and the directions for the country does not come from the politicians. As if you remembered in Bible times, it comes from the prophet. God speaks to the prophet, and we are still God's people in this nation. You know, many times we are saying that we are God's people in the Bahamas, or God lives here. So if God lives here, I think it is more fitting that God speaks to his prophet and the prophet speaks to the nation. So I think at this time, this is very, very important that all should come out and hear what thus says the Lord.
Now, the special service is slated to take place at Brooker's house at 10:30 a.m. And as the countdown continues to independence, the Grand Bahama Independence Planning Committee is heading into overdrive in preparation for the July 10th anniversary. Co-chairperson Peter Adderley says an explosion of Bahamian culture is on tap.
On Friday, there's a cultural explosion that is set for the High Rock Park in the eastern end of Grand Bahama. Those persons will come from Sweetings Key, McLeanstown, and throughout the eastern end of the island on Saturday. Saturday will demonstrate what it truly means to be Bahamian. And we're going back to the historic Gumbe Park in the International Bazaar, where Johnny Kemp and the Royal Bahamas Police Force Band made debuts back in the early 1970s. And so we're looking forward to a wonderful time at the Gumbe Park. We want folks to bring their national flag colors and enjoy a great evening of what it is to be Bahamian. Fireworks are even expected on that evening.
The independence celebrations will not stop there. Adderley, along with gospel recording artist Pastor Simeon Ouden, say the stage is also being set for a display of gospel music at its best.
On Sunday, we go to the 8 Mile Rock Gymnasium for a mass gospel concert. This concert will be coordinated and directed by one of the Bahamas' finest sons, Pastor Simeon Ouden. And so Simeon Ouden and the New Beginning Band will be there, along with the Cooling Waters.
Bahamas is built on a spiritual foundation. It's embedded in our Constitution. And so everything that we do, fortunately, in the Bahamas, it begins with prayer. It begins with a song of praise. And gospel music has always had its foot planted in our culture, and so we look forward to display this coming Sunday some of those songs as we celebrate our Bahamas 40th independence.
Now, residents are invited to take in all of the celebrations being held in honor of the country's 40th birthday. Also in news tonight, the Us2 support group getting some help from a popular entertainer as they continue the prostate cancer prevention campaign. Italia Hall has this story.
Partnering with Bahamian Rake and great music artist Salit. to continue the task of promoting prostate cancer education and support in Grand Bahama. US2 chapter leader Andrew Moxie says that the chapter is very excited that Steelite has extended his hand to the organization.
This gentleman is arguably the most talented and dynamic entertainer in the Bahamas today. US2's work in Grand Bahama over the past few years has been well documented. We appreciate the steadily increasing confidence and support of the persons like Steelite, as we simply cannot do this work alone.
Steelite says it's a pleasure to be a part of US2 because cancer in men is on the rise.
My father was once involved with, he had the prostate cancer issue, and me being a male could have it also. So me contributing my time. Last day I was on the boat cruise and we had a ball, and I was beyond excited and happy to be able to go there and just give my talent so that they would be able to raise funds for the awareness and being able to check this situation and make it even more that folks would be more healthy out through their time.
Past chapter leader Rudy Sands believes support from the noted artist places US2 in a better position to fight prostate cancer.
Steelite and I, we go back far. Steelite used to be a student of mine, and he has demonstrated all the good qualities. He's a humble, hard-working man that produces, and he is so excited. So all you young men, follow Steelite and come on this cruise on Saturday night and join us too as we try to eradicate prostate cancer here in the Bahamas.
Italia Hall, ZNS Network News.
You have athlete's foot and you want to give your old shoes to my child.
It's better than give him the shoes than give him my Carifta jersey.
Oh, Lord. He'll take the shoes. A special happy birthday to Officer Bean, the officer here at the government complex.
That's why he's showing off today.
Yeah, new cut, new suit.
Now the police I got to deal with.
Yeah, they on your case.
You got that right.
That's going to do it for us here in the North on behalf of our entire ZNS News team.
I'm Ricardo.
I'm Shasheena. Have a great evening, everyone.